Hello po at isang magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ngayon po ay December 20, 2022, Tuesday. At 5 days na lang, Pasko na. Mabuhay po kayo at welcome po sa The Stock Market Today. Ang ating balita ay tungkol muli sa PLDT. Ako po si Benji Chadoro, isang retired bank officer. Nag-start po ako mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007. Ginagawa ko po araw-araw ang pagbabalita tungkol sa pinaka-latest news tungkol sa inyong paborito at pinaka-aktibong stock sa Philippine market. Kung gusto niyo po ng content, inimbitahan ko po kayong mag-subscribe sa aking channel. Kung meron po kayong stocks na gustong ipa-review, paki-comment lang po sa comment box at aking pa-prioritize. Hindi po ako financial advisor. Mga sinasabi ko po dito ay hindi po financial advice. Huwag kayong alis dahil babahagi ko sa inyo ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, December 20, 2022, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Okay, ang ating headlines ay galing po ng Business World. Growth may surpass target this year. Agri-output may expand up to 2.5% next year. Marcos extends tariff cuts for 1 year. Big banks post slower asset loan growth in third quarter. At sa ating corporate news ay PLDT shares plummet 19%. Regulator starts probe. Meralco asks court to lift TRO on power supply deal. Globe transfers 159 towers to MyScore for 1.8 or 1.9 billion. And DNL Industries to push for more sustainable consumer products. So ito po ang ating main news, but I'd like to share also the one from Inquirer, no? PLDT sell-off wipes out 62 billion in market value in a single day. So dito po muna tayo sa Business World. Shares in PLDT fell more than 19% on Monday after reporting an estimated 48 billion budget overrun over the past 4 years, which caused the telecommunications giant to reorganize its management. PLDT shares closed 19.35% lower at 1,192 apiece. The stock was down 28.54% from the highest close of 1,668 last week. This is a 52-week low. Lowest for 2021 was during March at 1,195 per share. Adrian Alexander Yu, head of institutional sales at the stock brokerage house Call Financial Group, told the Business World in a Twitter chat. Mercantile Securities Corp analyst Jeff Randy sees more tough times for the Pangilinan-led telecommunications service provider after its announcement last week regarding the massive budget overrun. Investors should see more selling pressure and might dip towards the next support level of 1,083, Mr. C said in a phone message. Regina Capital Development equity analyst Ana Corinne M. Agravio said in a separate phone message, while the news took the market by surprise, today's price plunge overshot the actual impact on PLDT's P&L and long-term prospect. So far, it looks like the company has more than enough legroom to either take on more leverage if need be to supplement the gains from its tower sales and make up for the budget overrun. At this rate though, the stock is still overheating from negative sentiment. So pababa pa rin. Mamaya tignan po natin sa PLDT. Price-wise, PLDT must find and establish support that could match or that could catch other drops. Mr. Agravio pointed out, expect large and relatively mild volatile swing-wise, trade-wise in the next few days as investors digest the news. Annabel L. Chua, PLDT's Chief Financial Officer, is in charge of overseeing the company's financial activities. The company has so far announced 3 major appointments: Danny Y. Yu as Group Controller, effective November 17, and Emmanuel Ramon C. Lorenzana and Joseph Ian G. Hendrano as Chief Transformation and Customer Officer and Chief Technology Officer respectively, effective January 1. Joey Rojas, president of Eagle Securities, told Business World on One News that the budget overrun may have come in trickles. I think it wasn't noticed immediately, and that's why we're looking now at 4 years. He also said the budget overrun may be lower than 48 billion as stated in PLDT's disclosure. In the press release, it's a maximum of 48 billion, and that figure can go down. The 48 billion budget overrun represents 12.7% of the company's 379 billion capital expenditure over the past 4 years. According to the SEC, it is closely monitoring issues that have arisen from the announcement of PLDT regarding the budget overrun, as well as sell-off shares prior to disclosure Friday last week. These areas of concern for the Commission are being the regulator of the securities market and the champion of investor protection of the country, the SEC said in a statement Monday. In this light, the SEC has immediately commenced inquiry into the matter. The SEC has likewise directed the PSE and the Capital Markets Integrity Group to submit initial reports on their investigation into the trading activities that have resulted in the sudden sharp decline in the share prices of PLDT before the official disclosure of the budget overruns, among others, the regulator noted. So yung CMIC is yung Capital Markets Integrity Corp. Yan po ang gumagawa ng audit in behalf of the PSE. So, kung PSE ang pag-uusapan, CMIC po ang nag-audit for them. In addition, meron po siyang external auditor and an internal auditor. Pero, my question was, bakit it took 4 years for the company to discover that? Ano? So, ang sabi nga ng isang analyst, baka in trickles o maliit lang ay hindi napapansin. But tingnan na po natin ang article dito kay Inquirer, no? PLDT sell-off wipes out 62 billion in market value. Revelations of a 48 billion capital spending budget overrun, which PLDT chair Pangilinan told the Inquirer was initially estimated as much as 130 billion before an internal audit was launched a few months ago, spooked retail investors and large foreign funds, according to analysts. It also raised questions over internal controls, auditing processes, and governance at the country's biggest telecommunications company, which is among the blue-chip stocks in the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. The sell-off reacts to investors fleeing on its corporate governance, which is the main issue. If the allegations hold true, its reversion will be up to PLDT's management initiative to address the issue, Gabriel Aguila, head of equity research at the stock brokerage house Unicapital Securities, told the Inquirer on Monday. Pangilinan also said a number of top executives had been suspended while the investigation was underway, with the help of third-party auditor not associated with PLDT's external auditor, SGB and Company. So, baka tinitingnan din nila si SGB, no? Hindi naman as kakutsaba, but bakit hindi nila nakita? Aguila said the appointment of new executives and the release of the final audit results would determine what the organization needs to do to regain the investing public's confidence. The Gokongwei-led JG Summit is one of PLDT's biggest stockholders with 11.23% stake. SSS also owns 4.45%. Yun po. So meron po tayong question dito, no? From Mike Miguel. Sir, ask ko lang, with the issue surrounding TEL, is there a possibility na masuspend siya sa PSE? Down by 19%, valuations are attractive, but if there will be suspension, I'd rather stay on the sidelines kasi thanks always and God bless. Okay, isususpend ng PSE si PLDT. Two things ang alam ko. First is there are regulatory violations, meaning hindi siya sumunod doon sa disclosures. Hindi siya nag-submit ng reports on time, hindi siya nag-disclose properly, meron siyang tinatago, yan po, masususpend po ang PLDT. Pangalawang way na masususpend siya is that the stock is beyond the trading range. Meaning, on a one day, in a single day, it shouldn't reach a certain limit. So, pagka the stock say is on the previous day was at closing price yesterday at say is 1,000. Kailangan hindi po siya mag-exceed ng 50% yung taas. Meaning, kung mag 1,501 na po siya or nag 1,500 on the same day na tinetrade yung stock, masususpend po ang trading. That is because you wanted to traders to cool down on the stock. So, suspended na siya during the day. Ganon din yung pababa, But sa pababa, hindi po ako sigurado kung how much, Kung 50% din ba, I'm not very sure about that. Pero kung pataas po yan, 50% ang limit po. So, yan po, yung dalawang pagkakaalam ko na pwede siyang masuspend. Yung may regulatory violations on disclosures and yung trading range niya na breach. Yun po. So, did I answer your question? I hope you'd answer your question, Mike Miguel, and totoo ka dyan. Tama ka dyan, 19% valuations are attractive. But I would suggest that you first see na yung trend ay paakyat, So, bago ka bumili, So, kasi mahirap mag-catch ng falling knife, So, right now, 11:12 a.m., I'm doing this at 11:12 a.m., oversold na po siya. So, maya-maya po, tingnan ulit po natin si PLDT. Okay? Maraming salamat po sa inyo. So, mamaya, I'll be back on the Philippine Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. Okay, we're back. And, tingnan po natin, si TEL ay nasa 1,190, just 1 minute before closing time. But before we go to the index, let me share with you this. I just saw this earlier in the Inquirer. SEC probes PLDT shares sell-off for possible insider trading. So, one of the things that a company gets suspended is because of insider trading. Ang pinapunish po dyan ay the company itself. Meron pong fine. Pero kung may first, second, and third offense, and this is according to the rules of the Securities and Exchange Commission, And meron pong mga policies usually yung mga kumpanya regarding insider trading. Kasi insider trading is taking advantage of insider information and using it to trade stocks to your advantage before that information becomes public. Nung nasa bangko po ako, kasi my bank is a publicly listed bank, meron pa po kaming policy on insider trading. Yung mga senior officers, directors, and higher management cannot trade during a blackout period. Ang ibig po sabihin ng blackout period is ito po yung quarter end and year end. And if you are from the controller or in accounting, may nalalaman ka tungkol sa financial statements, you cannot trade these stocks, the stocks of your company. Pero kung kailangan mo mag-trade, magpapaalam ka. Merong approvals po yan. At kahit hindi po blackout period, you need the permission of higher management. By higher management, I mean kailangan alam ng compliance officer, kailangan ng boss mo, kailangan ng, sometimes it goes to the president if the amount is substantial. Yun po. At ganun din po ang nangyayari sa PLDT and to other companies. Meron po silang policy on insider trading. At ito po, kasi po yung pagbagsak ni TEL ay napaka-sharp. Nakita niyo po ito? Very sharp po Yan, Ito po, plus this. Yan. Starting here, December 12. Tapos pababa na po siya. But since this happened way before, nakita po din yung path niya, oh, pababa pa yun. And I think it has been happening for quite some time. So the market just knew it. Probably on December 13 and 14, nagkakaroon na siya ng rumors. No? So this is the news that I got earlier na the SEC is looking into it, plus the CMIC, the auditing arm of the PSE. Okay, so let's now go to the index. Ang PSEI, let me just refresh lang po natin. The PSEI gained 43.85 points or 0.68%. So meron pong recovery. And let's put up our indicators. Yes. So just moving sideways, and I think the drag here is PLDT. Oh, no? So support, nandito na po siya. Support level po ito eh. Yan po yung support level niya. And the lower support is here. 61.70 and the higher support is 64.58. Ngayon po, yung market activity, 90 companies advanced, 77 ang bumaba, 48 ang hindi nagbago. Ang all-share index ay bumaba rin ng 0.51%. Yung sectoral indices, lahat po ay umakyat liban lamang sa financials. Bumaba po siya ng 0.8% or almost flat. Ang pag-akyat ay pinangunahan po ng services at 2.09%. I wonder if PLDT is part of it, no? Pero doji po siya. And then, the most active stock is TEL, which had a doji 0.17%. Tingnan natin si TEL dito. Yes, it's down 0.17%, no? Then, the next active stock is Ayala Corporation, followed by ICT, GT Cap, Ali, and SFPH. But we will be taking a look at TEL, AC, and then tignan po natin si Metro Pacific. Ano? Instead of GT Cap, let's take a look at Metro Pacific. Kasi related po yan sa part of the Metro Pacific group eh, si TEL. Ano? And then, tignan natin si Glow and how it's affecting the other telecommunication company, ICT, and Ali. Umpisa na po natin. Okay, so let's start with TEL. So, kanina nakita nyo na po yung umpisa ni TEL, no? So, initially, ito na po, no? Yung kanyang candlestick. So, doji po siya ngayon, 1190. Actually, just down 2 pesos, ano? But, tingin ko po, kung ganito po ang sign, it's either way, ang direction niyan bukas eh, no? Kasi po, oversold na po. Pero, my gut feel is that it will still go down a bit because Friday is profit-taking day. Yung support ni TEL ay nandito. Tingnan natin to. At let's do a 1-week chart. Nandito na po. Support level na po ito eh. Support level na po si TEL. And nasa 1241, ano? Pinaka-support niya. No, it's almost 12, no? 1208 ang pinaka-support niya, but this is nevertheless support level pa rin, no? And it is oversold, meaning that there is a possibility of a bounce either in the coming days, no? Either tomorrow or next week, but my bet tomorrow is that it will still hover at this level here. It closed at 1190 and it's the lowest since March 2021. So next we have Metro Pacific. Dito natin si Metro Pacific. Uy, may bounce si Metro Pacific, ha? Meron siyang bounce. While TEL and the doji, meron bounce si Metro Pacific. Support is 3.33 and nag-oversold po siya noong September 28, but still, yung ating mga leading or lagging indicators like the 20, 50, and 100-day moving averages are still above, meaning bearish pa po, no? So, nasa 333 po ang support level niya. Resistance is here at 363. And obserbahan lang po natin si Metro Pacific. 344 is a low price already, but it fell as much as 314 in the past few weeks, no? Yesterday, actually, bumaba po siya sa 314. Kahapon po yung 52-week low po niya. And then, let's take a look at Glow. How's Glow doing? When tell is, okay, maakyat po si Glow, no? Meron pong akyat si Glow, although nagkaroon po siya dito ng engulfing red candlestick, but there is a recovery the following day, December 19. And now, ay umaakyat na po si Glow, but still under the candlestick. Support is here, nasa 2055, and resistance is here, 2324. And then ICT. Okay, I think I missed Ayala Corporation. Tingnan po natin si Ayala Corporation. Just moving sideways si Ayala. May dividend na po siya, 346. Payment date is January 12. Ex-date is December 22 sa Thursday. So, just moving sideways si Ayala Corporation at it had a low here na nag-oversold level. Support is here actually, the lower support. Nasa 601, but right now, ang pinaka next support level, I think this is already the higher support. Nasa 651 or whereabouts, malapit po siya dito. Sorry, 661 ang pinaka support po ni Ayala Corporation, and resistance, that's the higher support. The resistance is, nearest is 744. And then, si Ali naman, or ICT. Si ICT ay, yeah, just consolidating, ano? Nagko-consolidate po siya. Ito po yung consolidation pattern ni ICT. Karoon po siya ng breakout dito. Nag-dip ng konti, but still, this is part of the consolidation. So, yung pinaka-resistance, nandito po sa area nito. Yan, nasa 204. Resistance level na po yan, but there's a possibility of a break because our moving averages are under the candlestick. So, posible pong ma-break po ang resistance with the next higher resistance would be here at 223. Finally, we have Ali. Si Ali ay, okay, just moving sideways, no? Yung kanyang movement. So, nagko-consolidate lang po siya. But there was a breakout here noong November 29, but right now ay nagko-consolidate lang po. Ito po yung consolidation pattern po ni ICT. Pero nag-overbought na po siya dito noong November 18 and November 29. So, right now it's just hovering here, but the prognosis based on the moving averages ay bullish po siya. The resistance, I think this is resistance, nandito po, nasa 3203, while support, this is near support already at 2960. Okay, so yan po ang ating report sa stock market, ika-20 ng Disyembre. Ito po si Benji Chidoro. Nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay. Hanggang sa muli, maligayang Pasko. Stay safe, God bless, and bye for now.